So now we got a really interesting fight. Deathstroke versus Hellboy. Who wins? Let's find out. Genetically engineered to surpass all human limits. Once a soldier, Slade Wilson now works as one of the most feared assassins in the DC universe. He has frequently clashed with the Teen Titans, Batman, the Justice League, Green Arrow, and even gods. As a result of an experiment conducted by the US government, Slade Wilson became a super soldier, with his muscular system hardening and making him way stronger than the average human. He is fast and agile enough to take on entire superhuman teams alone, which is insanely impressive. He also has a nice healing factor and can recover from injuries much faster than the average human. However, while he can survive gunshots and make out with a sword, his healing factor isn't great enough to allow him to regrow lost eyes or limbs, which I guess you kind of figured out from his eye patch. Slade is genetically engineered to think 9 times faster than the average human being, which gives him incredibly heightened senses, reflexes, and agility. He's able to identify small changes in the air to signify a sneak attack, can cut a fly in half with a paperclip, and easily dodge point-blank gunfire. Deathstroke is an exceptional fighter and is an expert in unarmed combat, as well as both melee and ranged weapons. Deathstroke now goes into battle wearing the Icon suit, which is powered by his kinetic energy and is bulletproof, and even capable of taking punches from Superman. He also carries a Promethean broadsword that is more durable than titanium, a nearly indestructible bowstaff that could discharge a powerful energy blast, and various handguns, rifles, explosives, and bladed weapons. And then in the other corner we got Hellboy. In 1944, US soldiers discovered an infant demon with a giant stone hand. They named him Hellboy, later founding the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense. Hellboy is the world's greatest paranormal investigator. He was born to summon the apocalypse, but instead devoted his life to fighting evil forces. Hellboy's superhuman abilities come from his demonic nature, and he is much stronger and more durable than humans. He's been able to pick up and easily throw opponents weighing over 500 pounds. But really, the extent of his strength is unclear. He's been severely beaten by large monsters on multiple different occasions and survived, although often with minor injuries. He also has an impressive healing factor similar to Wolverine's, and has survived numerous gunshots, and even taking sword thrusts through his chest. He also has various different kinds of magical weapons in his fight against evil. His main weapon is the Good Samaritan, which is an extremely large gun given to him by his friend the Torch of Liberty. It's made up of a lot of different kinds of metals, like silver, melted old horseshoes, cannonballs, and melted metals from sacred amulets. It's basically a miniature hand cannon, and it's a 20mm mega pistol that can blow huge holes in buildings. It can hold up to 4 bullets, which isn't a whole lot, but it can also be used as a hammer since it weighs 6 pounds. Then he's also got his weapon, the Right Hand of Doom, which is his large rock-like arm. It's virtually indestructible, so that way Hellboy can use it for a method of defense as well as offense. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, I like this matchup a lot. I think it's really interesting. I'm pretty proud of myself for coming up with it. Now, physically speaking, I gotta say that Hellboy is stronger and more durable by a considerable margin. Not that Slade isn't strong, because he is, but it's just that Hellboy's demonic physiology gives him greater strength and durability. But on the other hand, Slade is a whole lot faster, more agile, and has better reflexes. He speed blitzed armed opponents and managed to dive through an industrial fan between the blades while he was going full speed. So that should give you some kind of idea of how fast and agile he is. Then with fighting skill, Deathstroke is once again a whole lot more skilled than Hellboy. Hellboy's a gifted fighter, but Slade has more skill, knows more fighting styles, and is the more effective and ruthless fighter. Then with gear, Deathstroke has his guns, swords, bow staff, and his armor grants him a ton of durability. However, while Slade has his fair share of advantages, Hellboy is packing a lot in his corner too. For starters, he's got a very nice healing factor, and it's going to be incredibly difficult for Deathstroke to bypass it. Not saying that Slade can't injure him, but it's going to take a lot more on his part to where Hellboy is actually feeling the damage. On the other hand, Deathstroke's durability and healing factor aren't on the same level. So while Slade is going to land more attacks, Hellboy's attacks are going to be a lot more meaningful. Plus, it's got the Right Hand of Doom, which 1 can land a powerful attack, and 2 is indestructible, and so Hellboy usually uses it as a form of a shield. I really think Hellboy's durability and healing factor is going to be a key in this fight. because with its stab, slash, kick, or punch, Hellboy can just endure it and keep on going. Then the Good Samaritan and Right Hand of Doom are worth taking into account and are going to do a fair share of damage. At the end of the day, it'll be a tough battle, but I see Hellboy taking a hard-fought victory in this one. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for videos just like this one every single day. I will see y'all next time.